If it live, I wasn't ready to do this. Um, Not shooting, just chilling, playing bands. Cut all this latex the other night, and I just haven't got around to doing it yet. So, yo, George, what's happening? How are you doing, stranger? It's been a while. Billy, alright, bud, how are you doing? So it's been almost as long as since I've tied bands. Sling addiction, good evening. I know what I'm doing. I really don't want to be doing these. I haven't sat down since 6 o'clock this morning. Coming up to 7:30. You still shooting, George? I gotta sort out my YouTube, and I gotta go through. There's loads of bollocks that I follow from years ago, and I gotta get rid of all of that. Resubscribe to everyone, because I'm not getting any notifications for things that I used to get. Yes, just keeping to myself, really. I haven't made a video in forever. Do you know what? Sometimes it's nice to have a break from all the social media side of it and that, innit? Over Christmas I planned a break. I slowed down on YouTube a bit before that. I was flat out on TikTok. Doing pretty good. How about yourself? Glad you're doing good, man. I can't complain, other than the fact that I'm hurting everywhere, but that's life. No way. Where's my forceps gone? Uh-oh. Uh-huh. I was sitting on them. I'm not happy about finally properly diagnosed with what's been hurting all my joints and everything. Been for MRI scans and they've confirmed that I got psoriatic arthritis. It's a bit shit, but there's worse things out there, I guess. There's people in worse places. One of the things that's pissed me off with it all, I've always had psoriasis, used creams for it and that, but now it's affecting my joints, my ankles, hands, knees, back. I hate those scissors. I love them, man. I gotta be honest, I really do like these. Awful to work with. Yeah, some people don't like them, but they work perfect for me. That's what I was gonna say. The treatment road they want to go down with the fucking psoriatic arthritis and the psoriasis, they want to give me stuff to kill off my immune system. Kudos to you too, sir. But I never get ill, other than, I'm fucked, I'm broken, but I don't get ill. And I think trying to kill off my immune system to stop the psoriasis attacking my joints, I can see it. Yeah, maybe they think it's the best form of treatment, but I think it's like playing devil's advocate. You'd just be swapping one evil for another evil. At least with this evil, I know where I am. and I can kind of deal with it with the right sort of... You always come back. Hey, how you doing, man? That's enough moaning about aches and pains anyway. What latex is everyone using lately? I'm alright, man. Yeah, I'm good. We'll leave it at that. I've done my moaning for this live. I guess as long as we're above ground and breathing, we should never moan, should we? There's a lot of people who haven't got that privilege. Nice. I'd much rather be shooting. But if I don't get these done, I got a set of bands on my frames at the moment. And when they snap next, I won't have any. We're not going to do them all tonight though. I used to love tying bands, but not anymore. You okay, Jake? Pardon me. AK at the moment. I got some of the AK left. I'm using this. This is the AK 650. I got the white stuff left. I've experimented so much with all of them, and I love the white stuff. But I've been leaning towards this red lately. 650 instead of the Velocity. And the reason being is, as it's warmed up, as the weather's got a bit better, I'm getting the same kind of speeds, but I got a bit less draw weight. I do like the thump from the heavy AK, but it's just overkill. It's no good having a massive thump if you can't put it in the right spot, is it? What thickness AK and which one are you using? Is it the Velocity or the 650? Butler Outdoors, how you doing, man? I'm gonna have to tie this knot and just run upstairs a minute. You're on the red as well. It's lovely stuff, isn't it? My youngest son is deaf, and he's also type 1 diabetic, and his alarm is going off to say his blood is high or low, but he can't fucking hear it. So I gotta run up there a minute, guys. Hold on. Oh shit, my back. Alarm. No. Just told me off because he knows. He didn't bloody know. Otherwise he wouldn't have left it going off. What type and ammo are you using with the red? Both the AKs are awesome. They are. But It's always nice to shoot other things. Before the AK, I was using some 80.6 1812, shooting 8 mils with that. Yeah, I was using a Samiki, but I stopped using it because I bought a load from in the UK. 8 mil. That's a lovely setup. What was I using? 1412 with .6s and .7s for 7 mil steel. I know it's thick band for 7 mil, but 1412 is quite a thin taper, and 346 feet per second I think was the max I got out of it. I was shooting in the house in the warm. It was in winter, but I'd done it inside, and we all know bands are a bit faster in the warm, aren't they? You see that shot I put up the other day, dropping that pigeon out of the tree? That was a good 35 metres, and that was a set of these bands with 8 mil steel. .5 2012. Straight through the side of the head, dead before his feet left the branch. For any haters or vegans who watch this and hear that, it tasted lovely too. They don't go to waste. I don't shoot anything unless it's going in my belly. Unless it's a rat. I'm hoping to have my old ratting permission back soon, and then I can get the night vision on, and I can hopefully start recording through that and do some videos. Just waiting to hear back. It's hard work. The owner of the company is never there, so I've got to go through someone to go through to him. But I really hope I get it. So much fun shooting rats with a PCP. Cheers for those likes, guys. We got more likes than viewers at the moment. Much appreciated. I have been using big ammo as well. Those 9.5s with the tubes. If anyone watches my videos and you're in the South Wales area and you've got pest control issues, or looking to learn anything I can do in return for some permission on land, even if it's not for hunting, somewhere to go to do videos and field target shooting and that, I'm happy to work with people and offer some skills and time in return, like. CG Slings, how you doing? Bootleg, what's happening? I hate it when I miss chat when I'm doing things like this, but I gotta get them done. I try and keep up on what's being said. I let go of that. That's no good. Has anyone heard about this slingshot company from China, Y-Shot X, or X-Shot? No, it is Y-Shot X, I think. They've asked me if I'll shoot some of their stuff and tell them what they think, tell them what I think, and do some videos. The cool thing with YouTube is when I go live on other platforms, most of the people don't know each other. YouTube is like a little family, and I can carry on by it, and you guys all know each other and just chat amongst yourselves. It is fucking good over here. Oh, I think I'll do another 2 or 3 of these red ones, so I'm not in the lurch. Haven't heard, but I say go for it. I'm going for it. There's stuff on the way. I'm getting the Samiki latex off them, so I'm going to give that a go again. I stopped using it because I had that bad stuff, but it is a good band, and it was a good price. It was free. There's one slingshot already on the way from them, and I think they're waiting on some materials for some others. Grab it quick. Almost lost that then. YouTube's good for. YouTube is an awesome platform. I did stop for ages, and I'm not gonna lie, the reason I stopped is because my views went down to nothing. Once I got over that 1,000 subscriber thing. Oh no! I've tied my bands one up, one down. I can't have that. That's Russian, that is, trying to get him done. How's Archie? He's doing good. Just looked round for him then. He's not with us at the moment. There's a big bulge under the quilt cover, so I guess, and he's gone to bed. But he's doing good. He doesn't like me working the odd few hours. Sometimes I take him with me, but sometimes I can't. At the moment, I couldn't today because I got a front mudguard to paint for a neighbour's CBR, and I got to do it in my dinner time. So it's not fair to take him to work with me, and I can't take him for a walk dinner time. So he gets left with the kids. He's got company, but he'd rather be with me. Am I going to a tournament soon? Yeah. There's one coming up Easter time. I'm looking forward to going to that one. I'm going to go down the night before and sleep in the van. So I'm really excited for that. Oh, I had some good news today as well about the van. I'm so happy. I've run out of money. I'm absolutely skint because the van did break. I had to get it remapped. AdBlue problems. I expected something to be wrong because I bought it cheap. I knew it'd been crashed, which doesn't bother me. It's what I do. But I had to get it remapped properly by someone who knew what they were doing, and it drained my money. So I was like, oh, no way, can't afford to carry on with the camper build. But my boss today phoned up for a price to get his vans ply lined, and while he was on the phone, all the bad shit I say about my boss, I take it back. I don't take it back. He can be an absolute prick, but he's also got an heart of gold sometimes, and he's getting my ply lining sorted for me. So I'm pretty fucking stoked at the moment with that. Now I gotta try and find some money to buy carpet. I've done it again the wrong way. It's too late, see. I shouldn't be doing them now. I should be in bed with Archie, chilling out, stick Netflix on. The only time I'll have to shoot tomorrow though will be out on a daily dog walks. I won't have time to make bands. So it's now or never. Do you know what? I would have had another one done by now at least if it wasn't for that mess up. I hate doing things twice. Are you planning to go to any of the competitions, bootleg? Might come over in the autumn. I think the biggest one of the year is the end of the summer going into autumn. That's over in Gloucester. There's going to be a few more this year compared to what there was last year. Always Come Back is back. Yo, dude. Yeah, but they're going to be a good few hours drive away. And I just don't know. Like, the travelling doesn't bother me. But if you was here a few minutes ago and you heard what I said about my boy with him being deaf and his diabetes and all that, I don't like to be too far away. Last year, in the biggest competition of the year, I was supposed to be there all weekend. I was there all weekend. I managed to stay there. But I went down on the Friday. On the Saturday morning is the Hunter course. I'm 3 shots in to, 50 target course, I think, something like that, 45, 50 targets. 3 shots in, and my phone rings. It's the kids. My boy's thing he wears on his arm to monitor his blood had stopped working. They didn't have another one to hand. The monitor that he uses with his blood strips to test his blood, if that stops working, fucking broke. Everything broke down, and I could have rushed off. I should have rushed off. I'm doing a few comps this year. I can't wait, man. It's gonna be awesome. We'll meet up at the comps and have a shoot. But yeah, that comp in Gloucester, I absolutely fucked up the Hunter course. I couldn't hit a target. And the reason being, I was bouncing between calls with the kids, my parents, the hospital, just trying to fucking sort out emergency shit so I didn't have to rush home. I redeemed myself on the Sunday though. What did I have? 2 first places, was it? 1 first place at least. No, I had 2. I don't know, I had 5 trophies altogether last year anyway. Do you know what? I don't care if I don't win another one. It's just good fun going to them. Yeah.
No.
Okay, but be good. Stay safe.
Don't lock the door for me.
You are?
Don't lock the door.
Do I want to lock the door?
Please.
Leave it open. I'm sat
I have
3 meters away from it. Well, shut it, but don't lock it. It's fine. Archie's sleeping, I think.
Oh, what the fuck? Well, you've got a knock done.
Yeah, I'll lock it after when I walk past.
Oh, okay.
My son's type 1. He he was diagnosed about 5 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. It's quite mad. He lost his hearing 6 months after, or 6 weeks after he was born, roughly. He was born a hearing child, but when he was in the womb, his mother, who she's an absolute waste of space, smackhead. Thank fuck she's gone. I kicked her out 20 years ago, but she was using a lot of drugs and didn't look after herself when she was carrying him, and she had an infection called CMV, which once you've got it, everything looks normal, but then you can lose things later down the line. So the first one was his urine went, and then 10 years later, or more than that, 15 years later, his pancreas packed up, so stopped making insulin. And as shit as it is, could be other things just fucking stop working, literally anything. But you just gotta live your life, haven't you? Get on with it. Still trying to get out with him. Nature man, hello. I'm convinced he's autistic as well. So, trying to get that looked into. But it's a nightmare because of his age. He's not classed as a kid, but he's too young for the adults. So it's really shit. But they know he's globally delayed. And they know he's got learning difficulties. But I'm pretty sure he's right up on the spectrum as well. I mean, we're all fucking on there somewhere, aren't we? How is nature, man? What are you up to, bud? You had a good day? Does anyone know if, now we're like well into the year and it's kicking off, is there anywhere where there's like an ESF calendar of events, ones which are already like dates announced for through the year or anything? It'd be cool to get all the dates in a calendar. My mate's got a fucking wedding in October and he wants me to go. I don't do weddings, and I've said I'll go. Sorry, Ken, if you're watching. I said I'll go as long as there's no shooting competitions on. So please, some fucker organise a shooting competition in October. To be honest, I wouldn't even go to my own fucking wedding if I had one organised. I'm not stupid enough to organise one. Right, how many's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 4. Let's do these stupid tubed ones next. Anyone else make loop tubed buns? Is there an easy way to do it? Sorry, yeah, my son has so many problems. It's alright, man. No need to be sorry. There's a lot of people out there with worse. I'll be honest though, at the moment, at his age, his biggest problem is he's just a knob towards me and his brother. I'm gonna do more of these. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do a loop tube set. Something a bit different. need to find two the same now. I hate cutting tubes. I cut these the other day. It's just so hard to get them to sit. I'm going to become a member of the British Slingshot Association. I'll get all the updates then. Gamekeeper John used to keep everyone informed. Alright. What do you mean by joining it? Can you just like register if they got a website? I should know all this. I'm in the UK and I shoot. And I know they've got like leaderboard things and my name is on it and I know bugger all about them. At the same time, I was wanting to know. I also know there's a lot of politics involved and a lot of shit. And I really can't be bothered with any of that. What am I doing here? That one is longer than that one. Definitely. And that one is the longer out of them. So these two should match. Yay! We got there in the end. In theory, those two will match. We'll worry about that in a minute though. I really don't like making these. They're not easy. They're not hard, but it's just fiddly. It just seems wrong trying to pull two bits of 1636 tube through such a small hole. Don't do another set of strongman bands. You was in that live, was you? Haha. I'm gonna take those, I think, to the competitions. I got them here somewhere. They're in my box with all the latex. Do you know what? I'm really not with it today. I am. I've been switched on all day. It's just the time of day. It's mad because those bands are not much heavier than what I'm making now, in theory. But hang on, where are they? There they are. There's not that much difference in thickness, really, is there? That's 1636. I think that's 1745. But my God, you won't pull those back. Well, I can't anyway. But they can go to the competitions. Somebody will use them. And I'm losing everything. I wish I didn't like shooting these tubes as much as I do. Because of the making. Saying that, when I first started making the bead stuck tube sets, I didn't like that either. Get used to it eventually. So hard to get everything even with it. measured that enough times. That'll do it almost symmetrical. It's all it's having. To be honest, it doesn't make that much difference anyway. You know, I tied that one band, one up, one down. It doesn't make any difference. It's all in the head. I know people who tie bands specifically one up, one down because they prefer to shoot that way. It is all in the head. I don't like tying bands this tight, but there's so much power coming through these things, I think it's worth it. If it reduces the life of the band by a little bit, at least I know they're in there tight. Did you ever try chucking steel tube set? Two like, setting them up on two single. I've seen them. There's loads of people have been doing that for years. I've never tried them. You're basically using thinner tubes linked on to that to make it a taper, and I might give it a go one day, but I'll have to be really bored and looking for something to do just to mess about with tubes making those, because I know it's not going to be a quick, easy 2-minute thing, is it? Especially the first time you're doing it, trying to work it out. But it does look good, and they're supposed to be super, super fast. Right, that is half the band's done. The slingshot setup like that works great. With the two bands, so you've got the other one looped through, I can imagine it being really, really powerful. That'll do. What's the name of the band that I'm working on? They're basically what you'd call a looped tube band. So it's just one piece on each side looped round. The actual latex is GZK 1636. I've been told there's better tubes out there than GZK ones, but I've always used it and I absolutely love them. I'll give it a go. That's half the fun of slingshots, and it's just trying new things, messing about. Been shooting 90mm for so long now. And all of a sudden the other day I just thought, I'm going back to 85 just for a change. Can I show you how they attach? I can show you how they attach on one specific frame. I can't show you all of them in general. I've only got one frame that it kind of works on. I say I've only got one frame that it works on. Technically, they'll work on any wasp frame which takes clips. That's all it is. a little peg like that. That's it. And I'm not going to put it on the band, but it just goes through and holds around the peg. So it locks in and pulls through. It's really secure. I only shoot 100mm frames, but I do have others too. You've got to try others, haven't you, just to see if it's mad. When I first started, I was shooting big wide frames, and then I went down to the 85, and then I went up to the 90. I've tried a couple of 95s, but I feel that I've got to the stage, and anyone will. If you shoot long enough, it gets to the point where you can pick up pretty much any frame, shoot at something, see where they go in, and work it out from there. I'm pretty sure all you shooters could do that. Sometimes it takes a few more shots to adjust and work it out than others, but it's always doable. Right, do I want to stop or do I want to just get it done? I don't know, I'm enjoying the chat. The only thing is, I am hurting. Oh. And I have medicine, but social media doesn't like it. Sling Nerd Paul, how are you doing, man? Nice one for dropping by. Last off today, I was rubbing the side of a van down. I said I wasn't going to moan again today, but working on the side of the van, where I got a twist to rub the bottom down, it's fucking hurt my back. And sitting here now, exclusive 95 or 100. I got 100mm frame here that I've never shot, and I'm dying to try it, but all in good time. It's the only frame I've got that I haven't shot. And it's the only frame I've got that's a simple shot. And it's one I had gifted to me as well. I haven't got many of them. I'm going to have to shoot it tonight. Not today though. Maybe on the weekend outside. 85 to 90. 85 to 90, I think, is probably the most common, and especially in the UK. I look on some Chinese websites, and a lot of their frames are smaller, like 70 up to 85. The new Axiom is, whoa, 100mm. Who was doing a video? Oh, he doesn't do YouTube. What's his name? Oh, the guy from California makes all the natties. Damn, I've been friends with him for years online. I can't think of his name. But he was doing one with the Axiom the other day, I'm sure. And I'm sure he said he managed to get an 85mm one. I bought the Wasp Outlaw, was too small for me. I built the 100mm Outlaw because I like the design so much. Oh, awesome. I like the Outlaw. It is a real nice frame. Ah! It's getting too late for this. I might knock it on the head now. Seems a shame to stop though. It'd be nice to have it all done. Otherwise, what little time I got tomorrow night in the evening, I'll be sat here finishing it off. Oh, the Apex Plus is awesome. When I first got it, that was a real surprise because I had it a bit early and it turned up. I was like, wow, I love this. The clips are amazing. The way they're integrated into the frame. I didn't think you could make the Wasp clips any better, but they are just another step ahead. But I was like, no way, 95mm. I'm never going to be able to shoot this now. Because at the time, I was shooting 85 all the time. And I just went out the back, stuck a bit of cardboard up, worked out where to they were landing in relation to on the fork tip, put a little white dot, job done. And that frame, I'm as accurate with that as anything else. Looking for it now, I can't see it on my rack. Ah, there it is. I put a couple of little marks on there, so I had like a 10, 15, 20 sort of meter mark. Doing it a lot lately with my frames, shooting cardboard and just putting a little mark on the frame where the reference point is. One covered in glitter to make it fabulous. That's awesome. Nothing wrong with glitter and sparkles. I remember back in the 90s when the metal flakes in the paint started getting quite big and all the boy racers doing all sorts of silly candy colours with fucking rainbow flakes and oh, I'm glad that's not in fashion anymore. Hey Archie, where you going? Fine, just get up and ignore me. Max Power, them were the days. Yes, I do like looking at videos of all the old cars and things. I was back in the Max Power days. I was a Vauxhall man, Novas and Astras. Lots of my mates were Peugeots, the GTI boys. I was a GTE man. But that's when cars were good. You could go and buy a Nova for 100 quid, spares or repairs. Go and buy a 2-litre Cavalier SXI, spares or repairs, wicked little engine. And it would take literally a morning to take the engines out of both. You could get a 1600 flywheel, match it up to the 2-litre engine. The F13 box would then go over the flywheel onto the 2-litre engine. It didn't have massive power, but the acceleration of the F13 box, wow. That was a quick fucking car. Build one of them in an afternoon and go out playing with Scoobies. When you lived in England, you had a Nova SRI. Oh, nice. The Carmag, what was the other one? There was Max Power. Was it Fast Car or something like that? Max Power was the one, wasn't it? I think Max Power is still a thing, but it's just like online and that now, isn't it? Nobody goes and buys a physical magazine anymore, do they? I want to start buying some of those. Do they still make the Beano and things like that? The reason I want to start buying them is when I paint the van, I want to do a cartoon paint job on it. Fast Car. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Fast Car magazine. Best thing I've done for driving in the past fucking 10 years was get rid of cars and buy a van. Member of the Nasher Club. Do you know what I think I was? You could register, couldn't you? You could buy, you get an extra, like, you'd get, what is it, like, what do they call it? Like a quarterly mailing letter and that. Am I thinking of the right thing? Drifting Flies. Sup, man? How you doing? When I lived in England, I had a 1972 long wheelbase Land Rover. Wow. Old school Landy. Once I finished building the van into a camper, when it's all done, I'm going to have to save up and buy another little car as a run around. But I'm going to get a Panda Cross. Boom! I remember the translation booklet. I don't remember the language. I wish we could go back to the old days. I was having a conversation with someone the other day about cereal. Did anyone else collect all the little tokens on the back of the Kellogg's boxes and send off? Remember, you get the little Kellogg's delivery trucks. You could get Kellogg's bowls. I can also remember getting Kellogg's reflectors for my bike. Wouldn't put reflectors on my bikes these days. But back in the day as a kid, they were cool. The Nat West Bank pigs, yeah. I can remember them. I never had one, but I can remember them. Damn, I'm feeling old now as well. I am old. Where's my ruler gone? Old and forgetful, see? All painters end up forgetful. I think it's the thinners. You did that. What else was there that you could collect and get things? I don't know. One of my best things as a kid. I'd love it if it was the same for my kids. And I wish the world was a bit different to what it is. But I can remember sometimes on a Friday when I got my pocket money, I'd have £1. And in the corner shop, do you remember the little cardboard boxes of marksman pellets? For £1, I could go and buy a box of those and have a couple of pence change. And then that was my weekend of fun sorted, shooting out with the air rifle. Kids can't do it these days. Such a shame, look. I know a lot of kids are idiots, but there was idiots back then as well. Never went out killing things, it was just target shooting and having fun. When I was little, a lot of my mates had slingshots and that, but I never did as a kid. I always went for the air rifles. I preferred them. Cherry cola ring pull-ups to get that shitty little camera. I don't remember that. I'm the oldest here, mate. 64. 64 and still slinging. Yes. Fair play. Everyone's welcome here, any age. And you haven't even got to be a slinger. I was trying to rush to get it done. There's no point rushing. But at the same time, I'm not leaving it tonight. No way have I come this far now not to do the last 3 band sets with the tubes. 50 this year. Where did the time go? I'm not far behind. I'm 46 this year. Do you know what always sucks, guys? I don't know how like old age hit other people. Did you feel it creeping in over time? I 48 this year. Not much difference with us. Like 18 months ago, I was the fittest I've ever been in my life. Literally. I was going out running 5 miles regular, 10 miles sometimes. I was riding 200 miles a month. I was training gym 4 nights a week. At home, the rest of the time, I was doing yoga daily. And when I say yoga daily, I mean 2 1-hour sessions a day. I was so flexible. I still am now, but nothing hurt. And I had a psoriasis flare up. And now I'm fucked. Literally. It's nuts, like. I had loads of psoriasis flare-ups before that, and they only ever affected my skin. Oh, to be 50 again. I can imagine. Do you know what though? Doesn't matter how old I get, I'll never grow up. If there's something stupid to be done, I'll have a go. And as much as it hurts, I'll never stop riding bikes until I can't walk. Hoping to get back on a surfboard soon as well. Really speaking, I'm not looking to go mad on a surfboard, but I'm hoping a few hours a week in the cold water will help my joints. Used to surf religiously. Every day there was waves, I was on it, but I had to take a step back because it became an obsession, not a hobby. You're totally okay, you like your age. Something I keep telling myself is as I get older and I hurt more, I gotta learn to embrace it and I gotta like it. Because like I've already mentioned this evening, getting old, all these pains, the hurting, there's a lot of people, it's a privilege they don't have. You surf, I'm windsurfing, wow. Is CBD legal over there? I now live in Canada. CBD is legal over here. And I'm not gonna lie, I use it and I use THC. It is absolutely brilliant. I got a choice. I do need pain relief and I need anti-inflammatories. I only take the anti-inflammatories when I'm really, really bad. Now, when it's down to the pain relief, I got 2 options: herbs or opiates. To me, it's a no-brainer. I got an addictive personality. Opiates are bad. Joints will help with your joints. They do, 100%. The CBD helps you so much. That's awesome. It is brilliant. My dad wasn't too well last weekend and his appetite suffered big time and he needed to get his strength up after an infection. He's struggling to eat and he wouldn't listen to me, so I didn't bother telling him, but I know a bit of herb would have seriously helped his appetite, and it might not have fixed the other problems, but being able to eat and building his strength up certainly would have, and it would have helped with that. What is CBD? It's a cannabinoid. It's a compound found in weed, basically. Oh yes, I see light at the end of the tunnel. They're almost done. A bit of cannabis that doesn't get you high. That's a good way of putting it. It oils the joints and keeps the brain lubricated. Is the stuff that keeps you from flipping out if you ingest too much THC. Balance it out. Does it? It does that as well. Learn something new every day. I got 2 strains here at the moment, and it's really, really weird. One strain does absolutely nothing for pain. You can eat it, smoke it, do whatever you want. It won't do nothing for pain. But for anxiety, wow, it just melts anxiety away. Now the other one doesn't do anything for anxiety. But as far as pain relief goes, it's amazing. THC alone, you'd be tripping balls of paranoia. I don't use any of it, never have, but maybe I should. If you don't need it, I've dabbled in and out of things all my life, and do you know what? They've all got a use, but they can all be abused. And that, not just the weed, that goes for anything you get from the doctors or anything, even food. 90% of modern people abuse food. THC makes you paranoid and the CBD helps the aches and pains. Now, I've never suffered with the paranoia side of it, but I know a lot of people who have. I know a lot of people who can't use it in any shape or form because of that. What have you got, Archie? Oh, it's your hippo. That's okay. You can carry on now. Sorry, but I'll be with you soon. Yeah, they do all have CBD unless genetically altered. But if you look at the seed banks now, there is an awful lot that has been, they say genetically altered, and technically that's the right word, but that sounds awful. Hybridized. It's been bred out of it, and the THC content has been upped. Use it very often, but it's definitely not for everyone. It's not. I've met a good few people over the years that it doesn't agree with. But in the past 10 years, I've met more and more old people who have found it to be absolutely amazing for a lot of the problems they've picked up as they're aging. Strange Ocean is a whole different story. Yes, it is. There's so much out there, like so much on the market. It's horrible in the UK that it is illegal basically and controlled the way it is, because there is so many people out there benefiting from it every day. And they're not criminals, they're decent people. They're good, honest, hard-working mums, dads, aunties, uncles. And although they can prove that it is helping them massively, no way. These people are forced to go and source their medication out on the street. And it's shit. Slinging Ned, Paul, you take it easy, man. Nice one for dropping by. Much appreciated. Enjoy the rest of your week and have a good weekend. I've got a new tie-in jig coming and I can't wait to get that. If it works out, I'll be able to just do it a bit easier. I won't have to have this thing held between my knees. And I'm hoping that'll be a bit easier on the back then. I do still have to mark the active length on these, but I will literally do that quick in the morning while I'm making my coffee. One of these is a little longer. Don't even know if I want to check it again after trimming that bit off, because I know one will look longer again. No, they actually look alright. That surprised me. I haven't made many sets of these loop things. Definitely getting a bit easier already. Shouldn't say that now. Not before I finished. Leon, how you doing, man? No worries. Do you know what I was saying earlier? I've got to go through my YouTube. Now I'm back doing a few videos and I'm not seeing things, I'm not getting notifications. I'm getting notifications for people I used to follow years ago in bushcraft. And they don't do anything anymore. I'm having notifications for old videos. I got to go through and have a clean up. Get rid of all those people I used to follow. And what I'm going to do is all the slingshot shooters, I'm going to unsubscribe and resubscribe. And hopefully, I used to do that before, and then I'd get the notifications coming through again. It all started happening about the same time. I remember chucking Steele on about it as well. He had like what he thinks was a shadow ban type of thing, and he was having to resubscribe to people. Right, let's hope these go right now and it's done. Yeah, don't let it go. Later, turtle. Take it easy, man. Altarino, how are you doing? How do I like the mini Unifox? I love it. I gotta be honest. It's so fun. They're not that much smaller to a normal one, but I've put the tubes on it, and it's just fun to shoot. It's so different. The way I'm shooting it is just with a floating anchor, and I just let it go when it feels right. But that setup shooting like that just seems to work. I've been hitting targets with it and really enjoying it. It's not something I would use in a competition. It's not something I'm going to switch to full time. I think if I did, I'd probably lose the enjoyment. Same with pickle fork. I only shoot that in competitions. Didn't come in the mail yet. Ah, no way. Hopefully it won't be long. Now the heavy hitters are rolling in. I'm so glad these are done. I should have done them last night. Oh, it's like a weight off my shoulders. Got it for speed shooting at the ECST. It'll be a good frame for that. I don't know if I don't know how much you mind shooting with like twisted tubes, but I do find these loop tubes twist up quite a lot. And then I've got to sort of reset them. I don't know if you've ever tried one of these, but this is what I do use for speed shooting. Damn, that hurt getting up. You ever shot one of those? Now that is absolutely amazing for speed shooting. It's one complete loop of tube, but the way it is set up, doesn't matter what you do, the tube never ever like kinks up. And I shoot the high style pouches, so wear one of those rings, hold the ball bearings in your hand, and you can literally just like that over and over. The bands never ever loop up. But they're cheap. I don't know what the postage would be like to America, but it's GZK. They're on the website. They do a few different styles with different fork tips. Hey Archie, you come to say hello. Yeah, what do you want? But that is a really good frame. Jealous of your van build. it's only a little van, and it's nothing. It's not going to be luxurious. I'm no heavy hitter, just fat. I've seen you shooting. You can hit them heavy. It's a GZK frame. It is. I don't know how to say it. It's spelled XIAO fork. XIO fork or something stupid like that. Oh no. Just check he hasn't put his foot in there. I do like some of the GZK stuff. And the tubes. I'll only ever shoot GZK tubes. They're brilliant. No, you will get that. I'm sure, like, there must be someone in America, or do you know, like, any blacksmiths? Because it's only a bit of bent metal, really. I don't know what the postage would be like for you to America. I don't even know what it's like trying to get GZK stuff in America, if you can. But I gotta be honest, I had one of these stolen before, and my titanium grail. And it's the only two, when I had my car done over, I had half a dozen slingshots nicked. And this and the titanium grail, which is GZK as well, I had to replace them straight away. Sniper Sling, I think, has that frame. Do they? Duncan. The Duncan tubes are supposed to be amazing, aren't they? It's not bad to get a GZK. That's cool. It's the bit welded to the bottom of the fork that make it special. Do you mean the little hook in there? If you take all the wrapping off one of these, right, it's not welded on. It is literally a hook which comes down, and it's got another hook in the bottom here, and the wrapping just holds it in place. That's not welded to it at all. I think you can actually buy the hook separate, because obviously they do unwrap. This would never have. But anyway, guys, those bands are tied. I am knackered. I am gonna get cleaned up, chill out with the dog. Thank you for dropping by again. I've appreciated the company. It's been cool. I'll be back shortly, guys. Day or two, do a bit of shooting. But yeah. Anyway, have a good evening, guys, or day, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Look after yourselves, and take care. Catch you soon, guys. Have a good one.